Now, where are all my red lipstick lovers hiding? If you love red lipstick and you want to try something new and something different, this is the look. For those who haven't been here, hi everyone, my name is Parsha and we love a nice beauty moment. Today I've created this amazing red lipstick look. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Everything is looking summer perfect. As usual everyone, I've already gone ahead and moisturized my skin. I got another new moisturizer. I know I've just been buying new moisturizers of late, and I have two favorite moisturizers which I think are amazing for summer. One I've used in my freckled summer look video, which I can link here, but the new one, which I have used before by the way, is the EMBRYOLISSE moisturizer. This I found here in Canada in Shoppers Drug Mart. On Cult Beauty, I can see that they still have the original packaging, which is, just the white and the blue. But here, they've kind of changed things up a bit, made it a little more interesting. And I've been using this cream. It's great. Sometimes at night, even after my eye cream, I kind of slather this on really thick and kind of leave it there to sink in through the night. And in the morning, I have like really plumped up under eyes, if that makes sense. There aren't many fine lines. That's what I did last night. I want to really see how, if in any way does that affect the way my concealer sits. So anyway, this is the moisturizer that I use, and I've done my color correction already because I feel like this just takes time in the video. So my color correctors always has been this. One color corrector that has newly launched in the market is the one from Huda Beauty, and I don't know, I might try it, but I really want to run out of these first because I just don't want to keep hoarding and buying. Not a very healthy spending habit. And on my eyelids, I've just used my Tarte Shape Tape in medium. This is just to conceal any darkness. I'm going to mix two foundations today. One is discontinued, but I would say the closest to this foundation is the House Labs foundation. But this is the Giorgio Armani Maestro foundation. It's quite neutral, this one. Just because I've been getting some sun off late. I'm going to mix a little bit of this NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. And this is just to give this a little more of that goldeny undertone. I just feel like applying my foundation with my fingers today. I don't know why. I feel like, with fingers, it kind of like spreads really easily, and I don't know, just gives a much more natural feel. Is this something I'll be doing off late? No. I still mostly prefer to use my beauty blender, but I'll definitely go in with my beauty blender after I apply this. If I try to do this on a place where I have corrector, I feel like it's going to move the corrector from those places. So, and I feel like, with your fingers, foundation application becomes like so much more faster almost. And I'm breaking into a sweat because of how hot it is in the room right now, so please bear with me. Just gonna grab my beauty blender and just blend this into the skin. When I reach to areas where I have color corrector, I'm just gonna bounce the foundation with the beauty blender on the spaces so that it doesn't move that corrector, right? Next up, I've got concealer. I'm going to use this one, the Kulfi Concealer. I feel like my most recent Sephora haul, I'm going to put the video here. I've really liked everything that I got. I've been using it on repeat, and I feel like all my old products are just sitting in the corner. I'm just going to take a little bit of this on my flat brush. I've done a whole video on this concealer. It was such a fun video to shoot because I not only went around Vancouver, but it is a true test of this concealer. On the center of my forehead here, just for some little highlighty effect. Right, so next up is setting powder. I'm going to use the Givenchy one because I just feel like with the red lip, sometimes, the undertone of a yellow powder just makes the makeup look a little off sometimes. So a pink setting powder is something I feel just that makes the reflection of the powder almost, when the light hits that certain way, it just makes it a little more like harmonious to look at. Alright, for bronzer I'm going to use the Merit in Sen Bronze Balm. This is perfect for summer days because of one, how sheer it is, and two, how easily it blends into the skin. So I'm just gonna pull the skin up and just create those bronzy looking shadows. Oops, went into my hair. And just very little on top here. Now you can blend this out using a beauty blender or your brush. I don't want to go in with a beauty blender right away. I feel like many times if you go in with a beauty blender right away, it diffuses everything and you're left with nothing on your face. I try to manipulate the product using both brushes and beauty blender. Beauty blender is more of a perfecting thing. And now I'll just pat this over with the beauty blender. I just want like a sheer bronzer coverage. Now for my cheeks, I'm going to use my Hourglass blush. This is in Luminous Flush. And using a fluffier brush because I don't really know how much I want to place right now. So I'm going to use a fluffy brush. A fluffy brush picks up lesser product. And we're just going to just dust this on top. I'm going to bring it up pretty high, which I usually do these days. If you want to smile slightly, you can just smile a little bit and just bring this not further than half of your eye. Unless you're going for like a summertime look, which then you would bring across your nose, which I've done in, I think, the previous 5 or 10 of my videos, I don't know. On this side as well. I'm going to leave blush here for now because I feel like after you do your eyes is when you can actually judge if you need more blush. Now, let's move on to eyes. I'm going to begin by tightlining my eyes a little bit. So this is the Gosh Espresso pencil. And what I'm going to do is just lift up the skin and just tightline right here in my upper waterline. It just gives the effect of a slightly thicker lash line. I'm going to do a small trick. I'm going to use my lipstick as eyeshadow. This is Cheerleader from Huda Beauty, and I'm going to take this on the back of this. So I'm just gonna swatch a little bit there. Ta-da! And all you have to do is mix it with a little bit of an eyeshadow primer. Today I'm going to use this one by NARS. A nice eyeshadow primer, but I feel like it is also very drying. It's simple. I'm just going to mix this on the side here, just that much of each. And we're going to create a little bit of a concoction of the two. And I'm literally going to apply this straight onto my eyelid. And we're going to press and work a little fast with this because it does dry out pretty fast. So sort of lay that foundation color first. With my finger, I'm just going to blend this out really quick. And it just creates like this beautiful pink, almost stained-like effect. And trust me, this is not moving. I feel like I could have gone a little lighter. So what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of this on the center of my lid. And really just blend it in really quick, just to lighten up the color slightly. And now using a KGH brush number 7, I just want to blend out that edge, and I'm using a firmer brush because I feel like if it's too fluffy, and this is already like a set product, I mean the product has already kind of set, so I need something firm to move this around. And I'm going to use the same color even under my eyes with what was left of the brush, and trust me, there's a lot left in this brush. Now using that same blush, I'm just going to kind of use a medium fluffy brush like this, and we're just going to run that color through the brow bone. And what this does is it just ties the whole look together. It's very important sometimes to bring your blush into your eyeshadow look. Mainly if you're hooded-eyed, please ensure you're bringing this above your natural crease. So this is my natural crease. I want to bring the color at least up till here. Next, bring some sparkle into the eye because, you know, something extra is always, I mean, this look is completely fine as it is. Just put some brown liner and mascara and you're done. But I'm going to use Urban Decay's Moon Dust. This is pressed silver glitter in a very neutral base. You see how it looks almost wet? And we are going to apply this all onto the lid. Literally on the whole lid. I might just have some glitter that falls onto my eye, but what this does is it doesn't compromise the pink that we have underneath. You can do this with a pink color glitter, you know, pink on pink looks beautiful always. This is the telescopic mascara that I'm using on my lashes, and I'm using this one because of how it separates each lash. You know, this is the kind of look that I want to go for. We are going to go back to blush, but first I'm going to use some lip liner. I really want to get some color back into the lips. So I'm using Crazy in Love from Charlotte Tilbury, and we're going to line my lips. Now for a red lip, I feel like you cannot get the shape 100% correct until you apply the lipstick to your lips. I really like the red of this Kylie matte liquid lipstick, and I want the hydrating properties of the Huda Beauty one. I'm using that same brush, and we're just going to mix the two, and I'm just going to start applying it. Definitely need some, like, this is more pink almost. I need a little bit more red in it. Blend it out with my finger. Now I'm going to take a little bit of this Endless Cacao. What this does is it makes a person who is like in front of you believe that your lips are actually this big. You know, it gives that extra definition. Now can you see how all this makeup really makes your cheeks look like there's nothing? That's why I didn't go in with the blush that much in the beginning. Back into the blush and just apply this. I know that this blush has rave reviews. Some people hate it, some people love it. I like using this as a topper, not as a blush on its own. I mean, I have done a video, I think with the red lipstick again, where I have used this on its own, and I honestly liked it. I don't know. Maybe, I'm guessing it doesn't show on some skin tones. Anyway, I'm just taking this and just lightly using this as a topper, meaning it just shifts the color really lightly, really slightly. I'm going to open my hair now because I think this deserves a hair open moment. Now for highlighter, I'm going to use my Refi highlighter. This is the gloss highlighter, again part of my Sephora haul, and we are gonna use this. I like to just melt it in between my fingers and just press on the areas where I want like that maximum light to hit. So I'm just gonna take this on the side, but we don't get this too close to your where you put your concealer, because I feel like it does break up your concealer a little bit. So maybe just stay away from there. I took some on a brush and I'm just using that just on the top of my lips. I'm using a little bit of that into my inner corner as well. Just the slightest bit. We've come to the last part of the video, which I feel after my my summer freckles look, I feel like it just changed the way I approach stuff like pimples and beauty marks. Though I've been doing this previously, but now I want to darken each and every spot of mine to make it look like it's natural. So I have the Jason Wu freckled pen, and all I'm going to do is just pat this in places where I can see a spot, a mark. And honestly, this is it, everyone. This is the finished look for all you red lipstick lovers out there. Now, you know, if you guys want, you can actually use a normal red lipstick, but a matte formula is something that will work a little more better because I feel like it will not crease in your eyes. And always remember to use an eyeshadow primer which has super strength like this one. But if you enjoyed this video, you do know what to do. A like and a subscribe goes a long way. And I'm going to post a few videos here, some of my new videos which I think you might enjoy. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you soon.